but please but उठी जाओ थोड़ा. I have spent so much time writing this. I'm sharing my emotions this openly for the first time today because when it comes to expressing my emotions with Zarna, I am awkward 100% of the time. If I look comfortable, it's because if I look uncomfortable, it's because I absolutely am. And yes, પહેલાથી જ ડિસ્ક્લેમર આપી દઉં, મારી આ 10 મિનિટની સ્પીચ છે, તો જરાક સૂઈ નહીં જતા કોઈ, સુવા નહીં દઉં. એન્ડ હું જરાક છે ને બાવા ઇંગ્લિશ ગુજરાતી બધું મિક્સમાં જરાક બોલીશ. ફાવશે ને? ઓલા આપણે બધા ગુજ્જુ અંકલ્સ કહેતા હોય ને કે શું આજકાલના છોકરાઓ ભણ્યા, એ આજકાલનો છોકરો હું જ છું કે જે શુદ્ધ ગુજરાતી ઇંગ્લિશ કાંઈ આવડતું નથી, બધું મિક્સમાં આવડે છે. So hello, I'm again introducing myself. I'm Raz. If you don't know me, હું ઝરનાનો નાનો ભાઈ છું, lifetime sidekick, punching bag, and આજે the proudest man in the room. Imagine living with someone always जीती जाए. Our entire childhood was basically one long argument that somehow always ended with her on top. Maybe because એ મારા કરતા મોટી છે, maybe because હું નાનો છું, or maybe because એના નખ બહુ ફૂલ લાંબા છે. her weapon of choice. રિમોટ બેટલ્સ એ લઈ જાય, કેડબરીનું બાર ડિવિઝન એ મોટું હાફ લઈ જાય, and she somehow still convinced me that she was being generous. Whenever both of us had to rush to bathroom, મને કોઈ દિવસ પહેલો નથી જવા દીધો. એ છે આપણી ઝરના ડોન. She fought with me like છોટા ભીમ. And Jolly LLB ના જવાને મને ડિફેન્ડ કર્યું છે. That was our childhood. Fighting, sulking, and વચમાં loving each other. And as a girl who grew up in Porbandar, she was ahead of her time. She introduced me to Justin Bieber. Then abandoned him. But I stayed loyal. I still play Baby in full blast. She didn't just give me music, she gave me new ways to see life. Ideas, culture, English, even feminism. What being a girl is like. All very educational. But as it turns out, I'm still in the beginner course. She was the rebellious one. કોઈથી બીવે નહીં. સ્કૂલમાં બી ધમકાય આવે 4-5 ને. Smarter in studies. Well, compared to me at least. Louder in her opinions and fearless in ways I could never be. એક પાર્ટથી હું બહુ jealous છું. Always અનહાજી બી છું. Without blinking, ઝરના છે ને કોઈ બી રાઈડમાં બેસી જાય. જે રાઈડ હોય ને એમાં બેસી જાય, ડરે નહીં. અને હું હંમેશા બધાની બેગ પકડીને બહાર રાહ જોતો હોય કે આ બધા ક્યારે આવશે, બધા એને પર્સ પકડીને ઊભો હોય. I was quite nervous and always hiding. But no matter how bad life got, when the world was harsh and home felt heavy, she somehow made me feel safe. No matter what happened, I had a place to go, a shelter. Through every fight and failure, she was there, and unintentionally, એને મને એ બધી ચીજ શીખડાવી છે હું કોઈથી ભૂલી નહીં શકું. But everything was very unintentional. She is not smart like that. Even if you can't fix what someone is going through, sometimes it's just about quietly. Sorry, I'm breaking. Sometimes it's just about quietly showing up. Even if you can't fix what someone is going through, sometimes it's just about quietly showing up, being there every single day, all all time તમારા બધા problems fix કરવાની જરૂર નથી, but sometimes just standing beside someone is the biggest help. That's Zarna. She teaches you without meaning to. She taught me that love was smaller, tougher, and truer. She always taught me that sometimes love is making sure that you get the last bite. Spoiler, and મને last bite આજ તક ન થઈ ગઈ. She taught me that people who annoy you the most are often the someone who would walk barefoot through fire for you, while complaining the whole way, obviously. You might be thinking, wow, hi ben no prem to jovo. And they must be having all these deep talks, right? Not at all. I've always been the awkward one, unexpressive, and allergic to emotional conversations. But she always saw through me. She knew I would get awkward talking about deep stuff and could read me without a word. Age and superpower set. She'll annoy you, she'll annoy me, insult me, roast me, correct my grammar all the time. Sometimes all in one breath. क्या गई मेरी लाइन? Yeah. She'll never let me brag, never say I love you, and somehow still make me feel loved anyway. And tonight is strange for me, because after all these years, she finally found someone else to boss around. Someone she now trusts with her laughter, her temper, her softness, her stubbornness, her playlists, her courage, her chaos, her care, her kindness, and that heart that's always been a home for me. And Bhavik, that someone is you. So let me say this clearly. You're not just marrying Zarna, you are inheriting all of it. Her unstoppable energy, the endless stories that may or may not be true, and yes, and a lamba nails. Ever તારો problem છે, good luck. And Bhavik, what can I say about you? Honestly, we couldn't have asked for anyone better. You're everything I could have wished for her. A minimalist, health freak, and a guy who somehow survives with extremely limited screen time. Teach me how. You're calm, kind, and soft-spoken, which balances her out perfectly. And you are a terrible shopper. And તારું ગુજરાતી like questionable છે. But your heart, exactly right. ગુજરાતી લખ્યું છે. લગ્ન બસ બે માણસને સાથે શું લખ્યું છે માં? લગ્ન બસ બે માણસને સાથે અચ્છા. લગ્ન બસ બે માણસ સાથે ખાલી જીવન પસાર કરવા માટે નથી. આમ લખ્યું છે, મને બી યાદ નથી. લગ્ન એ શોધ છે જેના વગર તમે તમારા જીવન I shall skip this one. And when I look at you too, I see exactly that. Oh, now this doesn't make sense. They say when your sister gets married, you lose her. You share her with the world after that day. But that's not quite true. You don't lose her at all at once. You lose her slowly in 1,000 small moments. In the way કે હવે રાજ ઘરમાં સંભળાશે નહીં. In the way કે આજે રાતે શું ખાવું છે એના ઉપર આર્ગ્યુમેન્ટ નહીં થાય. In the quiet that suddenly feels a bit too quiet. In the way the word home slowly starts to mean something new. Zarna, you were my first home. Not the place I lived, but the person who made me. Not the place I lived, but the person who made me living feel safe. You were the background noise of my childhood. Part chaos, part comfort, part unsolicited advice. You were my inbuilt rival, therapist, stand-up comedian, all rolled in one dangerous human with long nails. So Bhavik, એને એવો પ્રેમ કરજે જે રિમોટ ને કરતી હતી, fearlessly, unapologetically, and with a total refusal to ever let go. And Zarna, my sister, my lifelong rival for the biggest slice of cake, I'm not letting you go with the sadness tonight, but with an awe. Because you have lived every chapter with courage and heart, and this one feels like your masterpiece. To Zarna and Bhavik, may your life together be loud, full, funny, dramatic, unreasonably honest, and a little unfair in all the best ways, and always, always bigger than some of its parts. Before I step off, I'll end with this. Thank you, Zarna, mane moto karwa mate, without realizing you are doing it. For making me the test version of your unconditional love. No matter જ્યાં પણ તને જીવન લઈ જાય ને જ્યાં પણ તું રહીશ, આ ઘર ટ્રુલી તને કોઈ દી નહીં મૂકે. બિકોઝ આ ઘર ચાર દિવાર નથી, આ ઘર એ દિલ છે, જે દિલમાંથી તું કોઈ દી નહીં જા. And if there is one thing I know as your little brother, if the world was ending, I would want to be next to you and die with a smile.